The truth is, most people don't hate reading. They just think they do. They remember high school homework, the endless chapters they didn't choose, the books that felt more like chores than stories. But here's the thing, I fully believe you can learn to love reading. And once you do, it changes everything. There's a reason every culture from the dawn of time have relied on stories. You see, every time you open a book, something incredible happens. Your brain lights up like a city at night. Not just the parts that process language, but the ones responsible for movement, emotion, even empathy. When a character runs, your motor cortex fires. When they fall in love or lose something dear, your emotional centers respond. You're not just reading about an experience. For a brief moment, you're living it. And over time, that changes you. It strengthens your focus, your imagination, your ability to hold a thought without the constant buzz of distraction. It can make you laugh, cry, think deeply, even build compassion, the kind that helps you slow down and actually see the people around you. Reading doesn't just inform you, it forms you. It gives you new ways to think, feel, and imagine. It lets you practice being human from the safety of a story, and every time you do, you come back to your own life a little more awake. With every book you read, whether it's a short novella about space travel or an epic tome about workers in a vineyard, you're joining a conversation that began long before you were born. Someone, maybe centuries ago, had a thought, a question, a story to tell, and somehow, through paper and ink, they're still speaking to you. That's one of the quiet powers of reading. It collapses time. It lets you sit across from minds that shaped civilizations and souls that dared to ask, why? Through books, you get to learn from people you'll never meet. Philosophers, poets, rebels, dreamers. They hand you wisdom earned through failure, reflection, and faith. And you start to realize something humbling. The human story didn't start with you, but you've been invited to help carry it forward. When you read, you're not escaping reality. You're expanding it. You're letting ancient voices remind you that your questions, your longings, your fears, they've all been felt before. And that connection across time changes the way you live right now. But reading, it's not just about our minds or the past. Something special happens when we bring it into the present, together. A book can be a lifeline between people. Book clubs, buddy reads, or even a friend saying, you have to read this, turn something solitary into something sacredly shared. Because when you talk about a story, you're not just sharing your opinions, you're sharing yourself, what moved you, what challenged you, what stayed with you. Reading in community takes private insight and turns it into collective growth. It reminds us that stories aren't meant to sit on shelves, they're meant to live between us. And in a world that's loud with arguments, reading together invites us back to something quieter, something that seems to be in short supply, listening and seeking to understand. Here's the truth. Reading won't make you a different person overnight, but it will slowly reshape how you see everything else. It will tune your attention, soften your perspective, and widen your world. It'll make you more curious about ideas, people, even yourself. And it will remind you that your story isn't finished yet. So start small. 10 minutes a day, 1 chapter a week. The goal isn't to read more. It's to read again and build a habit. Because books don't demand perfection. They just ask for your attention. And if you give them that, they'll give you back a bigger, truer version of yourself. Thanks for watching. Stay curious. Read deeply. And if you're ready to rediscover the joy of reading, join me each week on my channel, or find me on Fable at Topher's Library, where stories keep sparking new conversations every week.